Hello, YouTube. It is Moxxi again, and today I wanted to do the Dark Spirits tag that was requested by Paranormal Researcher. Yes, Paranormal Researcher. And he asked me to do this tag on my first video, and it's taken me a little while to get around to it, but here I am to do it. And this is 6 questions related to dark spirits and paranormal experiences. So I thought I would do this today. And I got a big giant notebook. Okay. The first question of the Dark Spirits tag is, do you have any experiences with dark spirits? Yes, a lot. Which is why I've been doing my videos called My Paranormal Experiences. I currently have 3 videos up about that, and I am not nearly close to being done, unfortunately. Yeah. Number 2. Have you ever noticed any unexplained scratches or claw marks or been attacked by a ghost? Yeah. Not only me, but also my little brother. And, scary shit. Usually they would pop up after having nightmares or bad dreams, or just, it was always in the middle of the night. So just wake up with them and you find them, and it's kind of unnerving. And don't mind the crunching noise right now. My little doggy is eating after interrupting my intro like 7 times. Snort, snort. Number 3. If so, where did you find the marks? Okay, as my answer was yes. On me, my scratches were often found on my lower back, and when they very first started, they were found on my chest in between my, and that's why I kind of tried to ignore them, and I thought that I had done them myself, or at least that's what I told myself that was going on. And my little brother, his scratches were on his shoulders, the back of his neck, and his upper back way up here, but they usually go down to his middle back sometimes. So, I mean, I know this is probably supposed to be just for me, but, you know, my experiences, all the experiences that I've gone through, my family mostly went through with me, so I tend to generalize. Number 4. Have you ever had any bad dreams or visions that you were the subject of a ritual or being surrounded by dark figures? If so, what was the dream or dreams about? What were the figures trying to do to you? Well, I've had dreams similar to this, but it wasn't necessarily the center of a ritual or anything. Not quite sure if they're dark spirits either, but it was a really unnerving experience. And what was going on was I was laying in my bed, and it was really, really late at night, to the point that the sun was starting to come up, and I just opened my eyes, and before I know, there were spirits, just, you know, spirits, ghosts. I could see them plain as day. It was just like a huge crowd of people were walking by me, like through one wall coming in and out the other, and it was just, you know, people just walking back and forth in front of me, and I was just stuck in bed. I didn't know what to do. I think the part that scared me the most about it was I'm just watching all these people walk by me, and plain as day I can see all of them, and then I look over to my left, which was towards the outside of the bed because the wall was right here. Look towards the outside of the bed, and there's an older man with a long beard who is just staring at me, just, I don't know. So maybe not quite the answer you were looking for, but yeah, not necessarily dark figures either, which I know this is supposed to be a dark spirits tag, but is an experience that was really unnerving, and it kind of made me feel like, you know, there was definitely something wrong, because that was just the gut feeling I had at that time, was something's wrong, why are these people here? And number 5. Other than feeling sick or nauseous, have you ever experienced any strange feelings in the tummy during any of these encounters? If so, what part of the belly and what did it feel like? Well, I have often felt sick and nauseous when I've felt something nearby, and, let me reread that so I can answer correctly. Okay. experienced any strange feelings in the tummy other than feeling sick or nauseous? Okay, yeah. So, I'm sure you guys, anybody who's watching this, has probably experienced the sensation of falling at least once in your life. I've had experiences where it felt like that's what the gut feeling was. It was like, trying to explain it right. The feeling that you get when you fall, it kind of feels like you're, like an electric feeling throughout your stomach and up your spine, and that was often a frequent experience that I would have when I was experiencing these things at my parents' house. And, I mean, not only at my parents' house, I've had it on not only at my parents' house, I've had it at a couple of investigations as well, but it's just that sensation that you're falling and your stomach kind of tingles with, like, electricity, and it kind of feels like it moves up. I'd say that was one of the stranger feelings I've had, other than feeling nauseous or sick. Oh, what part of the belly and what did it feel like? I explained what it felt like, but what part of the belly? It was kind of just like all general, particularly actually kind of right under the rib cage, like from the belly button to the bottom of the rib cage. That was mostly where I felt it. I've also felt cramps, and I've also had sharp pains in my stomach right under my rib cage when I've had some paranormal experiences. And a few times I've had a sensation that was right below the belly button that was more like a dull ache, and it just came on suddenly. Like it wasn't, like I wasn't sick at all, it was just related to experiencing something at that time. It made me feel really uneasy. So, last question, number 6. Did you notice any particular health problems at any time during these encounters? If so, what were they? Any particular health problems during the encounters? So, as few of you probably know, I have a lot of medical issues that have come about after moving out of my parents' house. So I'm trying to think what health problems I had at those times. I mean, obviously, nauseous, sick. I've already mentioned that. The stomach feelings of falling and everything. I'd have to say that I often got a sensation of anxiety because, when you experience something strange and you're not quite sure how to explain it, and there's no way for you to stop it, you kind of get the fight or flight response. So often, that's the feeling of the hair on the back of your neck standing up, the hairs on your arms standing up, and the tingling that you get and your heart racing. I guess panic attacks were one. When I lived in my parents' house, I had a lot of depression. So I'm not sure if that's quite related to it, but I feel like it was because being around a lot of that stuff made me feel like I was trapped. Heart palpitations was another one, actually, now that I think of it. I guess it's kind of hard to rule out which ones were my actual medical conditions that I have now that were symptoms before they were diagnosed. Snort, 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 says the corgi. And before they were diagnosed, I did have some of the symptoms, but I'm not sure if that was just those symptoms or if it was something that I was experiencing along with the phenomena, because it was an everyday occurrence experiencing things when I lived there, and honestly, I'm glad I don't live there anymore. Anyway, so that was the Dark Spirits tag. I will also put a link to Paranormal Researcher's profile in the description box down below, because I've seen some of his videos and they're really interesting. He tells a lot of his own experiences and stories, and it's just really cool. So I think you guys should check his profile out. You guys should check his channel out as well. So, it's probably a really short video compared to normal because I like to go up and over the 20-minute mark quite frequently, but there you go. I said I would do this Dark Spirits tag, and I did it. And if there's any questions, if there's more elaboration that I should do, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you like the video, please like the video. And if you'd like to hear more about my paranormal experiences and related things such as investigations and proof and EVPs, fun stuff like that related to the paranormal, I would like if you would subscribe to my channel, because I will be frequently uploading videos around that subject, because the paranormal is a huge part of my life. It's pretty much everywhere to me. So, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.